More importantly, a $500 gas card this weekend. Now, watch from behind you, ladies and gentlemen, the low-level Delta formation. This highlights one of the most basic formations taught to all military pilots. The 6 aircraft act as one. The Delta formation has the flight leader at the front, and his wingman and element flight leaders taking their positions on him. Ladies and gentlemen, from behind, let me introduce the GEICO Skytypers in the Delta Pass. As the aircraft perform today, the flight lead, Larry Arkin, the Steve McGuire, right wing. Left wing is Bob Steele, slot Bob Johansson. And wing solo is Tom Daly. We'd also like to recognize another key pilot on our team, Mr. Jim Record. Watch now as the Skytypers maneuver in their Delta formation. This is very, very difficult due to the wide spread of the aircraft, their limited available power, and of course the thick, straight wing. These aircraft weigh about 5,500 pounds, use a 600 horsepower, 9-cylinder radial engine. Notice the precision of the pilots as they constantly fight to maintain their position, all while maintaining only 1 foot wingtip to wingtip clearance. They make it look so easy, even a caveman could do it. Now watch as they head outbound. The lead is releasing one of the aircraft. This may mean that he's off to investigate a bogey, an unidentified aircraft that may be a threat. He pulls on around tight. After identifying the threat as abandoned, he now positions for his next maneuver, the guns pass. When 2 aircraft engage in air-to-air maneuvering, they attempt to pass as close as possible to one another with 2 options: maneuvering for the advantage or escape to safety. Turning towards each other would put both of the aircraft in separate or 2 circles as each one tries to outturn their opponent. Here's the solo in the 2-circle guns. Watch the formation to the left now, out in front of you. They're going to show you another basic skill that is taught to our men and women in flight school, something known as the turning rejoin. When aircraft are separated for some reason, they need to get back together. One method is for the lead aircraft to start to turn and have the other aircraft join by adding power and putting their nose out in front of the lead aircraft in order to fly a shorter distance. Finally, that knows where each other is and how to maneuver the aircraft to get on board as quickly and safely as possible. Watch the GEICO Skytypers as they show you how all the formation teams, including all the jets, accomplish a rejoin. Today they rejoin in a diamond formation. And they're going to treat you to what they call the Diamond S, or the Snake Pass. You'll get a good view of the aircraft and the formation as they wind their way up in front of you, changing from belly up to canopy up. I might add that flying these World War II aircraft requires an unusual set of skills. Skytyper pilots got to be able to fly large tail-wheeled aircraft as well as being accomplished formation pilots. Not always easy to find the right match, and the majority of the ones you see flying here today are former Navy and Air Force pilots. Here is the Diamond Pass. Watch now as they exit as the solo comes right back in for another circling gun pass. This type of air-to-air turning engagement is used when one aircraft has superior maneuvering ability or to take advantage of a mistake. You had another aircraft out there, an adversary. The lead would pitch up, roll too early, and allows his opponent to fly high and behind him, an obvious advantage. Tries to reverse course. This only makes it a lot easier for his attacker to maneuver into a guns firing position. Watch him as he tries to jink his way out of this now. here comes the T-33, ladies and gentlemen. Getting his photograph taken in front of the other T-Bird, the Thunderbird. Back in once again, still smoking, still shooting. Is the SNJ. Aircraft now. You'll see another formation change, although this one is very unique and demanding. The diamond you just witnessed has gone from flat to vertical. The references the wingman used must change completely. They now have to look almost straight up, and the lead becomes their world. Watch as the vertical diamond approaches, then peels off or breaks down the runway into an in-trail position. Watch as they approach show center now for the vertical diamond pass. Smoke is on of the GEICO Skytypers. And there they go. Now, smoke is on out in front of you. You see the solo coming in for a simulated bomb run. To attack the target, you have to stay low under radar coverage, fly to a point that's been pre-identified through map study, pull up sharply to acquire the target and gain enough altitude to drop your bombs. And that's not all. Different climb angles and attack directions help confuse the gunners on the ground. This is the solo bomb run. Here, climbing high into the sky now. Wing over, spots the target and begins the roll in for the bomb run. Now watch them as they exit, clearing his six, searching out there for the formation. In the military, a flight of two aircraft is the smallest element of flight. They provide mutual support for each other as well as while accomplishing other duties to complete the mission. They're for landing at an airport or aboard an aircraft. Watch them as they break off individually, simulating a strafing attack on the same ground target that solo just bombed. Here is the straight pass. Watch them roll in now. There's number one. Exiting to your left, flight lead will reform the squadron with yet another rejoin, only this time into the GEICO Skytyper band formation. Today, these aircraft have taken on a new role of writing giant messages in the sky, which they call skytyping. Hopefully, you were treated to these messages earlier today. Each letter is as tall as the Empire State Building. Displayed on for the GEICO fan pass. Just about now, lead is going to call smoke on, ready now. Now the fan brake. Pretty against the blue sky here above McGuire Air Force Base. Continue to watch the aircraft as they rejoin, flying straight ahead and then reverse back to give you one more exciting opportunity to place these magnificent World War II icons indelibly in your mind and perhaps in your cameras. These aircraft are operated most of the year in the New York metropolitan area. They're based out of Farmingdale, New York at Republic Airport. The men responsible for keeping these vintage aircraft in such fine shape are the Skytypers aircraft mechanics and assistants Ed Dietrich, Victor Jimenez, Lung Koo, Randy Kreutzer, and Joe Daly. Bob Johansen, Tom Daly, the GEICO Skytypers. Each successful performance must end with a successful landing. And you'll notice that as they land, to be fighting this wind, and large tailwheel aircraft have the center of gravity behind the main gear, and they're difficult to handle in crosswind. number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the GEICO Skytypers. And I want to remind you again, once they finish flying, they're going to be down at the east end of the ramp down here. There's a big tent down there. You can't miss it. It says GEICO. They're giving away a lot of